Hi guys, today I am going to interview my husband with regards to depression, and we will see what he thinks about depression because he'd been through a lot of depression before and he got over it, and let's see how or what he did to get over it. Psalms 23:4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me.
Hey, you know what, dear?
Yeah.
Right now, in these uncertain times that we're living in, it's very obvious that fear and depression are running rampant across the face of this earth.
Yes, I agree. And there's a lot of adults, actually not only adults, now even like 10 years old and preteens, youth, they are suffering from depression and fear also. That should not be in this age.
Yeah, the drug and alcohol abuse has gone up as well because of the fear and depression.
Yeah. So we want to give you verses on that would help people with depression, and we're gonna talk about what is God's perspective when it comes to fear and depression.
Sounds good to me. Let's check it out.
Okay, Miss Robin, what do you think, or how can you describe depression?
Well, depression affects a lot of people in America, well, all over the world, especially during times like this with COVID going on. A lot of people struggle with it and they don't know how to get help for it. So they end up isolating themselves, which makes it worse.
Psalms chapter 9:9. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed and a stronghold in times of trouble. Psalms chapter 40 verse 2. He lifted me up out of a slimy pit, out of the mud and mire. He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. Psalms 34:17-18. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand.
So my wife wanted me to give a little insight, maybe suggestion on depression. I know that a lot of folks are struggling with depression and fear in these current times that we are living in. I do understand depression. I've experienced it after I got hurt and my career ended. Hey, I'll tell you what, when you're in pain and you don't get sleep and don't eat right and you can't do nothing, you're gonna suffer some form of depression. So number one, first and foremost, you've got to put the effort to positively engage and activate your mind. You cannot dwell on the negative. I especially used to be notorious for it. That will cause the depression to be more. Looking for the positives instead of focusing on the negatives. Another thing is you've got to make use of your time. Laying around, sitting around, complaining and that crap just don't work. Quit complaining about it. Pray about it. Find something, and it's going to be something completely new, just like with me. Growing vegetables. Okay, that was something that no knowledge. It gave me something to learn, which activated my mind and gave me something to occupy my time. With physical injuries, gardening may not seem like it, but believe it or not, you will figure out ways around your, what do you call it, your handicap.
And you have gotten
For
really
me, it
good
was,
with
I
growing.
was not going to be standing, I wasn't going to be tilling, shoveling, bending, any of that stuff. So, you know, with the use of the internet and a little imagination, I've come up with a few things. One is like this right behind my wife, using a raised planter. The second one, raised flower beds for what's outdoors.
This
Inside
is
the
what
greenhouse
he's
here,
saying.
using a watering system on the containers that requires no bending. There's a pipe coming out of each container, and all I got to do is either my measured with nutrient into the pipe or the hose into the pipe. Get everything up off the ground, and you'll just have to basically depend on somebody once in a while
Stand up there.
to give you a hand. Another one is use this time to increase your faith, grow your faith. You're going to have a lot of downtime. Start reading that Bible. Start putting your focus on the Lord. And as the Bible even tells us, don't dwell on the negative things. You know, keep your mind focused on godly and righteous things. And I think that when you put your dependence on the Lord and take a little of your own initiative to keep active by finding something that you can do to occupy your mind and time, depression will be a thing of the past. Definitely no prescriptions necessary. They did more damage to me than good. What I found helped me with depression, and it may help you, is magnesium, potassium. Not only does that do really good for your blood and your blood pressure, but it also reduces anxiety, depression, things like that. Another one to consider is getting rid of the sugar. Replace the sugary snacks and stuff with a clean vegetable, one that you grew yourself, not one from the store. That's just poison. And when you start to increase with proper nutrition, your body is an amazing thing. It's amazing how much healing, pain reduction, things like that, depression can be handled naturally. So naturally and spiritually, that's the way to go. What else? What do I use to manage my pain? For my pain management, my wife makes a CBD pain rub. I use a CBD oil. Kratom is a very good, it's not really a painkiller, it's an anti-inflammatory, and so is a good quality turmeric. I can't stress enough. Your kratom, your turmeric, maybe a little kava is a muscle relaxer, and that magnesium, potassium, you will be impressed. You don't have to live on painkillers or antidepressants.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you. Deuteronomy 31:8. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Psalms 30:11. You turned my wailing into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy. Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you.
Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight.
Proverbs 12:25. Anxiety in man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad.